historian still to come. He's fascinating, funny, and my fiancé, and just fabulous. It's Eddie Izzard.
Yes, hello.
OK, and speaking of fabulous, take a look at which brilliant boy band we'll be hearing from next week.
Let's go!
1 loose woman, 5 young men. The questions everyone wants answers to.
You are the subject of quite a bit of naughty press. Is there any truth in it, and with who?
The must-see interview when Denise met One Direction. Next week, only on Loose Women.
What lovely boys, but they were just, I think they were just terrified. They just thought, oh, he is nympho-nana. Pathetic, but that's why I need a facelift when you watch it. And the side like that, just horrendous.
Shut
up! Lovely boys, and yeah, cracking, and yeah. So please watch.
And that's on next week.
Yeah.
Next week, Denty. OK, now, it's official. Chancellor George Osborne is your worst nightmare. He's topped a poll of public figures who feature in the nation's worst dreams, apparently. He was followed closely, however, behind by ex-Prime Minister Gordon Brown.
Yeah, I see that
and
one.
then Katie Price. And disturbed sleep seems to be something plaguing us all, with 1 in 4 of us saying that they have a nightmare at least once a week. But is there any point of trying to make sense of dreams?
Yes,
I mean,
there
really?
is. Yes, there is.
Is there?
Yeah,
What's the
because
point, then?
your brain, when you can't fathom out a problem in your head in real life when you're awake, when you go to bed, your brain like does a little right. I'm going to sort you out. And when you wake up with that, yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, it does. I'm going to sort you out. And when you wake up, you think, oh, I didn't like that so much, and it's always a lot more exaggerated.
Like what?
The feeling.
Well, how did I
get.
dream of
Like
having
what?
a radioactive baby then? What does that
Yeah, but you've got to turn the
So
microphones
what
on.
dreams, then, specifically?
Well, I had a dream about... I dream all sorts of things, actually, and I usually write them down in a little pad. You do that as well,
I
don't
used
you?
to. I don't now because I've got a boyfriend.
Oh, there you go. Well,
I
you
did
know.
actually. I used to wake up, have a dictaphone by
Yeah.
the bed. Dictaphone, I said. And a notebook, and I used to wake up, and I literally used to, like, I'd be half asleep, I would go, I was in this room, and then the king came in, and then there was a dog, and then charm, pedigree, anyway, and then go back to sleep. And then in the morning, I'd wake up and listen to it and think, what? What? Because I didn't actually remember anything.
You should always take notice
OK,
of your
specifics
dreams.
then, Jane.
Well, I had a dream about some daffodils. I don't know. I know I'd been planting them, but it was such a feeling of, oh, joy. I saw the green grass. Shut your face. I saw the green grass, and then this just beautiful blue sky and yellow daffodils everywhere. And
The green grass and daffodils. You were dreaming of Tom Jones.
I know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but it was such a lovely feeling of overwhelm. What is it? Oh, thank you. Overwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean, I have recurring dreams. I mean, there are themes. Quite often I'm in a jumbo jet and going through...
Which you are.
Which I am, yeah. Going through a city, really low, dodging the buildings.
Really?
And I think it's going to hit a building. That's the first one. The other one is always about toilets with no doors. And I want to go to the toilet, and I can't go to the toilet because there's no door on the toilets.
But this is a recurring
This
dream.
is a recurring dream, and it's like... This is, you know, and I'm running around looking for a toilet with a door on it. And I don't really have a problem with going to the toilet with no door, but in my dreams I do. And the other thing is, the blindingly obvious thing to my recurring dreams is they always take place in my childhood home. You know, when we all went back to our childhood homes, that house. That's where all my dreams are. Whatever's going on, whatever people are involved, if they're people from now or people I don't know, whatever.
Always there.
Always in that house. Really bizarre.
You love that house.
The ones that I want to analyse, and I don't know that I am as into it as Jane is, but I find it fascinating because my main recurring one is discovering new rooms. So I'm in my house, which is not necessarily my house. It's a house which is mine that I don't necessarily recognise, and I have this really quite regularly, and I'll discover and I'll open a door and find like another great big flat or apartment or something, and it's really exciting. Or there's one where I go up like a trapdoor, and there's people who've come and they have to stay over or something, and then I go, oh, remember, and I've got this amazing other room upstairs, and I have that regularly as I have flying. But I'm not flying like in an aeroplane. I fly, and I don't fly like this, I fly like this. No, I do. And I have to, and I sort of, in my dream, I have to get myself, sort of, you just get off the thing, and then I whoosh like that. I swear on my kid's life, I whoosh.
Is there a broomstick involved?
No, there's not
Anybody famous in your dreams? Because that was part of this research.
No, there's no one particularly. I have that. I have my teeth. I have a sex
Teeth falling
ghost.
out is a very
Teeth falling
common
out.
one.
And when I
Very
was in that
common.
Big Brother nightmare house, I had a dream that my teeth fell out, and I thought, oh my God, that's anxiety. And then my tooth had fallen out, and we had to get the dentist in. But I have that one quite a lot as well.
Anxiety dreams. I always lose my handbag and I can't find my handbag. And I'm searching around crying and I can't speak. Like, do you know what I mean, though? It's really...
OK, enough.
Right, sound of this.
We thought we'd try and make sense of some of our dreams
And ask them
today.
about my sex ghost that I have.
Not the sex ghost. I'm not doing the sex ghost.
That's real. That's
So-
real.
So would you please welcome psychologist and dreams expert Ian Wallace. OK, Ian, so you've been backstage and you've been watching and listening.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm making
okay.
extensive notes.
So obviously you believe that there's some significance in dreams.
Yes, everyone dreams. Everyone dreams about 5 to 7 times per night.
I don't think I do.
How come you
you
can't
can't
always remember them, though? Because you can remember some, you can't remember others. What's that all about?
So all you have to do, Carol, is remember 3 words: will, still, and fill. So tonight when you go to sleep, say, I will remember my dream. Then when you wake up, lie completely still. Don't reach for that dictaphone. And then just fill in the gaps between the images that are
Will,
emerging.
still, and Phil.
Yeah, that's all you need.
I forget that right.
It's a boy band.
Write it down.
OK, so you were listening. Who are you going to have a kind of an analysis of first?
Now, who would like to go first?
I would like to go first.
Okay, Denise. So,
you ready?
Great stuff, Denise. So the room dream is fantastic. It's the 9th most common dream we have.
Is it?
Yeah, so anytime you dream about a house, you're dreaming about your own self, because houses have got insides and outsides, and so do we. So when you dream that you found a new room, you found some new aspect of yourself, some potential that you can explore and use. Oh. So it's fantastic. And the other one you had was your teeth falling out.
Yeah.
Second most common dream. That's all about power.
Oh, mine are a bit
Second most
common.
common dream, yes.
You're very
But they're all unique.
Is
They're
that,
always-
is that anxiety?
No,
it
it's about power and confidence. You show your teeth when you smile or snarl a bit. So it shows in waking life you need to be show a bit more confidence sometimes and step into your own power.
No, I do. I'm very insecure. What about my flying?
That's the 6th most common dream.
Oh, you're so...
And it's very common amongst creative people. And it's about being liberated creatively.
Liberated creatively.
So there you go.
What about my daffies?
Yeah, so that's fantastic, Jane.
Is
so,
it?
So anytime you dream about flowers, it's about something that's blooming and blossoming for you. It's kind of a life force. Because it's a big blue sky, it shows you're a very optimistic and hopeful person.
She is, though.
And mine's not common.
No, it's unique. It's absolutely unique. I've never heard that dream before. It must be unique.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, it was
And what
lovely.
about Armour Giff here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Toilets.
Toilets.
What's all that about?
So it's the 3rd most common.
Oh, there you go.
So when you dream of that, so the way I work with dreams is with language, and we have this phrase, needing the toilet. So it's all about your needs, Carol. And in waking life, you tend to look after the needs of others rather than the needs of yourself. So you have to look after your own needs a bit more.
I'm all heart, me.
And
Okay, right, yes.
The flying dream is the 16th most common dream, and that's about some plan that you're literally trying to get off the ground. And because you're bumping into buildings, you feel other people are restricting you in some way.
Really?
So what about going back to the old house? Why do
Yeah,
all my dreams take place in my old
so
house?
the childhood home is
Yeah.
who you really are. Deep down, it's who you really are and where you feel most at home with yourself. So you go back there because in waking life, sometimes you have to present a public image and it's maybe not the real you.
No.
But Ian, I'm sorry to break the dream here, but I am a bit cynical about all of
Okay.
this. I mean, you describe it beautifully and so on, but the only dream I ever remember having is a kind of, it's almost as though you've had too many sleeping pills or something.
Yes.
Almost like that kind of drugged thing, and I'm trying to do something and I can't do it. And then I always wake up and I've got my foot caught in the sheet or something like that. You know?
That's the only dream you've ever had.
Yes. Or a waterfall, which means I want to go to the toilet, obviously. Is
So
that right?
anytime you dream of water, it's about your emotions and feelings.
Isn't it just that you need to go
No,
to the
because because if it was just your bathroom, Carol, then you'd be dreaming about your own bathroom unless you've got a waterfall in your bathroom.
It's not the moment.
But the
no.
thing is that you create the dream. The dream doesn't happen to you. You create everything in
But
it.
isn't it just like your brain's a bit of a
No.
hard drive and you go to sleep and it's all shuffling
Yeah,
around and
sorting
then you
out
wake
the
up
rubbish,
again?
isn't that what it is?
No,
Just-
it's not.
No.
It's not?
So I've been doing this for 30 years. I've analysed over 160,000 dreams. So I can categorically say it's not.
OK. Ian, we've had fantastic emails in from our viewers, thank you very much. And they're just like this lot round the table as well.
Right.
They're not normal, this. So, Teresa, thank you very much. A large white bear was guarding me in the woods. It was very friendly and I didn't feel frightened, but what was it guarding me against?
So it's guarding her spiritual wisdom in an unknown and unfamiliar place.
Oh, OK. Kirsty says, I've dreamt I turned into a strawberry marshmallow. Someone tried to catch and eat me, so I hopped behind a rock. And then I turned back into me.
So in Kirsty's dream, she's trying to do something in a very soft and gentle way, but she needs to be much harder.
And that's the #1 most popular dream.
Yes,
I wanted to ask that.
dream apprentice here. So she needs to be harder with her approach to whatever challenge she's facing.
OK,
in
there you
waking
go,
life.
Kirsty, if you believe in the dream thing. And Nikki says, I dream quite a lot that my curtains are too short and not wide enough for the window and they won't shut.
So that's a privacy dream. So windows are all about how people perceive you. And so she needs some more privacy in her life. She's being too open and too
OK.
public.
Well,
OK.
maybe she does need bigger curtains.
She maybe
Oh,
needs
maybe-
bigger curtains as well. Maybe a
Ian,
soft-
what is the most popular dream
is
then?
being chased.
Really?
#1 most common dream.
OK.
What does that mean then?
Being chased. What does it mean?
Being
So again,
chased.
going back to the language, we have this word in our language, pursuit, and that means being chased or something that you really, really like doing, a pursuit. So if you're being chased in a dream, there's some pursuit that you want to follow in waking life, but you're being slightly challenged in doing so.
OK. Denzi, that's the most popular one. Have you ever been chased by your sex ghost?
No, I always let him catch me.
Thank you so much, Ian Wallace.
Thank you.
Right, stay with us because we'll be rounding off the show and indeed the week with a lovely chat from Eddie Izzard. First, though, check out the fantastic lineup of guests we've got coming up next week.